Today I'll show you how to recolor just certain parts of a fabric, not the whole thing. This trick works for two-tone fabrics, and that matters. I'll explain why in a bit. Take a look. Here's our starting fabric, two colors, and I want some parts to turn red, while the rest stays exactly as it is. First, let me show you the obvious way, using hue and saturation. I go in, shift toward red, adjust saturation and brightness. There, reddish, apply. And then, once everything's in red tones, I go back into hue and saturation, push the saturation up, and fine-tune within the red. More red, more green, more brown. So that's what we get. But the problem is, this recolors everything. And what we actually want is to change only part of the pattern without redoing the whole fabric. We're not going to select by hand. That won't give us the quality we need. You'll get rough edges. And that's where the trick comes in. I tap Gradient Map. Beforehand, I made a duplicate and moved it aside, so you can see the before and after. And beforehand, I also added the color I do not want to change into my current palette, so it's right there when I need it. I open Gradient Map. Whatever gradient comes up, doesn't matter, any one. I delete everything on it except two nodes. Two are left. One of them was the lighter color. That's the one we want to keep, so we work with the one on the right. Into one node, I drop the color I saved in my palette, and into the other, the color I want to recolor to. There, red. Now I start sliding the nodes toward each other, watching the image. This color stays the same, and this one shifts to red. I stop the light one right where it matches the original. I compare, making sure it's identical. And I pull the red up next to it. And I get an image where some parts stayed exactly like the original, and others changed color, just like that. But if the fabric is three-tone or more complex, with threads, fibers, transitions, this won't work anymore. For that, you'd have to lay down a whole different fabric. Take the original sample and a photo of the new fabric. But on two-tone fabrics, it works. Let's go through it one more time on a different sample. Same thing. Here, I want to keep the pattern gray and the background blue. I save the blue into my palette. I apply Gradient Map. Any one, however it lands. One node I make gray, like in the original. The other I make blue. And I check. If it landed the wrong way around, the gaps are green and the stripes are gray, I just swap the nodes. I drag the gray, watching the image so the gaps become gray. Then with the second color, I play around. More saturated, less saturated. And there, the pattern changed color, but the background stayed the same. And the other way around works just as easily. So that's how you can recolor two-tone fabrics without redoing them from scratch. If this helped, subscribe for more Procreate techniques. For visualizing fabrics and curtains. I break down tricks that save time and let you show your client the result before anything's sewn. Give this a like and drop a comment telling me which fabric to break down next. See you in the next one.